All right, we got a couple more angles left before we end the show today. Before we move along, I just want to plug our X again. It's at Malapert_Smark. We got all the thoughts that don't end up on this show, or maybe from the peripheral shows from Rampage, Collision, NXT, TNA, Ring of Honor, whatever. I throw my thoughts on there, whatever thoughts Vlad and Robert might have as well. If you don't want to wait till we do our show on Sunday, you might get our thoughts early. So add us over there on X. Let me move along. So I want to jump back to AEW for a couple angles. Just two more angles I got, guys. If there's time, if we feel like it, we might hit the wheel of angles for the first time in a while. But if not, it's cool. But I'm going to jump to Hangman Page, man, because we got to mention him. After everything he's done, how can he not make our show this week? He burned down Swerve's house. He stuck him in the face with a freaking injection that we don't know what is. And even Renee was saying this, like, man, after all this, and Hangman Page said, look, if I knew Swerve had 1,000 houses, I would burn every single one of his damn houses down. And he's meant everything that he's done. And he's trying to get revenge on Swerve for what Swerve did for his family. So basically, and he says if anyone gets between him and Swerve, he will hurt them. And as he's walking away, we don't really see this on camera because the camera's on Renee, but he pushes some guy down, some staff member, I guess, and he in the back as he's walking around, he bumps into Dark Order, who used to be his friends, but now they're like, we don't even know you anymore. Who is this person? It's a different person. And then he runs into Double J, who, if you don't know, if you guys don't watch this show, I'm a huge Double J fan, but this was a fantastic segment from Double J. He told him something really poignant. He's like, look, if you keep heading down this dark path that, you know, so many have before you, you'll learn just like everyone else. And then he said, he gave a really good line. He said, the toughest SOB you'll ever face in this world is the man in the mirror. And that led Adam Page to literally sock him literally right there. They scuffled. He threw Double J into some chairs, and then everybody in the back basically, you know, protected Double J from Hangman Page, who is just a loose cannon at this point. He doesn't care anymore. All right, so let me pull up our Malapert Smark rating system. Here's how we rate angles here. This is our rating system. And let me get some reviews from this one. So Vlad gave this half a thumbs up. So he kind of liked it. Robert loved this. So Robert gave it 2 thumbs up. And me, once again, just like has been going on this angle, my last 2 reviews of this angle, this was fire. I love this segment too, man. The whole thing with Jeff Jarrett, it just, I have to say, when something just makes me happy, this angle just makes me happy, man. When I see Double J, here, let me pull back the picture of him, talking to Hangman Page here, this just made me smile from ear to ear. And if that happens to me watching wrestling, I'm going to say I more than love this. I more than thought it was good. This just warmed the cockles of my heart. Okay? But all right, I'm going to jump to Robert. So you love this.
First, I want to say, before I talk about this segment specifically, that I think maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago on the podcast, I did mention, I think, Kayhan, you're the one that brought up, oh, should this Hangman Adam Page Swerve Strickland feud just go on forever? And I said, no, this one shouldn't. I'm starting to probably backtrack on that statement. I don't know. This is getting...
It's meant to be, Robert.
I like it now. Yeah.
It's meant to be.
This is interesting. Okay, I know I didn't really like their last match on All Out, but the angle is actually interesting. So I might have to change my mind about that. I'm taking that statement back. And this segment, you know, was a continuation of what's been a hot angle between them. So yes, I gave it 2 thumbs up. Man, nothing to do with, you know, Jeff Jarrett specifically, but, you know, their interaction was really good too. And like what you mentioned, Hangman is a loose cannon. I think he should. I really liked his you know, that drunk cowboy persona that he had, you know, before. But I think I like this better, where he's just unhinged and
sober, angry.
Sober, angry. Yeah, I don't know. It's cool. I love it.
All right, well, Vlad, so you never had anyone in your life that you've had, like, complete hatred for, that you were never going to let go of the feud?
Yeah, AEW. That's my hatred. No, but no, no. What I was gonna say, no, that's a joke. That's a joke to all you AEW fans. Hey, fuck off, leave me alone. I was just kidding.
Vlad can't relate to this vengeance.
No. First of all, okay, look, they had the stuff with. First, I want to talk what Robert said about the swerve thing. Now he's convinced that, or not convinced, but he's more open to it going on. I don't really get that. They just proceeded to embarrass themselves and have an indie match where they did everything that was wrong with AEW in a nutshell. So I don't know how that made you more likely to want to see the further matches of theirs or continue the feud. I thought it was an embarrassment. But was I entertained? Yes, because it's a spectacle, is what I said. But anyways, forget that. I will say the reason I gave it a half thing is because I do like this character of Adam Page way more than the drunk, depressed cowboy. I mean, that was just stupid. That was just a waste of time. Here, at least there's something there. There's something you could use and something that can be on TV, something that you can go somewhere with. And Jeff Jarrett is obviously a tremendous, has a tremendous mind for the business, and I'm sure Adam Page could learn something from Jeff Jarrett for sure in this thing if they have some sort of feud that they have, some mini feud or whatever. I know they've already had something previously. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm not in love with it like you guys, but I do think it's an improvement over his depressed character. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm a huge fan of his or anything like that, but it's a step in the right direction.
I am a fan of this. I'm a fan of the new Hangman Page, and I could definitely, I don't know if I want to say relate to it, but I definitely have known people who will not let a feud go and will just hate people forever. So I could see him hating Swerve forever, especially in the storyline kayfabe-wise. I know some of it was unrealistic, but if you could believe it, it makes sense. Like, if you could believe that the guy broke into his house and stalked his kids, then the hatred makes sense. So